Good morning, students. Say hello.
Hi!
I hope that didn't bust your eardrums. That was Camden. He's with me today. All right, so here we are. We're going to graph this. So I'm going to graph y equals x plus 3. So where y is 3 when x is 0 is where I start from, and I'm going to have a slope of 1. So I plot all of the points, and it is strictly greater than, so I'm going to keep a dashed line, not a uh, solid line. Checking the point 0, 0. 0 is greater than 0 plus 3. 0 is not greater than 3, so I do not graph here. That means I do graph here. So there is my graph on that side. Let's take a look at the next problem. Here we have y is greater than a negative 8. So at a negative 8, I have greater than or equal to solid line at y equals greater than negative 8. And then the question is 0 greater than or equal to a negative 8? That is a yes. That's true. So that means I do graph this side, and my graph is going to be shaded up here. And I think you get the point. That's the part that would be shaded. Let's look at the next one. Here I have x plus y is greater than 1. When I rewrite it, I get y equals a negative x plus 1. My intercept is at 1, and my slope is a negative 1. So it will appear this way. I have a greater than or a less than symbol. It does not include the line, so it's going to stay dashed. And then also with that, it is going to be checking 0, 0. So I have 0 plus 0 greater than 1. 0 is not greater than 1. So I do not graph that part. That means I do graph this part. Okay, so that's the side that will be graphed. Moving on. Now remember, you can always pause and rewind and go back to check things over if you didn't understand it as I went through it the first time. Sometimes it might take 2 or 3 times before you understand. Here, graphing this, I have an intercept of a negative 6. And I have a positive slope. I have it also where it is equal to, so I can do a solid line. So there is my solid line. And then I'm going to check 0, 0. Is 0 less than or equal to 0 minus 6? 0 is not less than or equal to a negative 6. So that means that is a no. So this is the side that is a yes. And that is my graph. Number 5. On this one, we have the intercept of a negative 4. My slope is 2, so I'm going to go up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. And again, I'm just going to use dots because it is strictly less than or greater than. Whoops, I almost made it in the wrong spot. All right, so there's roughly my border line. Do I graph 0, 0? Is 0 less than 0 minus 4? Because remember, for some of you, you forgot we have to go 2 times 0, the x value. That gives me 0. So 0 is not less than a negative 4. So 0 is a no. I think so far we've only had, I don't know, did we have a yes yet where 0 worked? So there is my graph. All right, moving on to the next problem. Number 6. My equation is y equals x minus 4. So my intercept is a negative 4. My slope is 1. And I am going to have a solid line because it is the way it is. Now, checking my 0, 0 is 0 minus 0 less than or equal to 4. 0 is less than or equal to 4. So this is a yes. It was true. So that is the side I shade. All right, let's go to the next problem. Now, when you got these in your assignment, it's because I hadn't gone over this exactly, but this is way simpler than you think. First of all, don't graph it. Just solve it. Meaning, subtract 1, 7x is less than 14, divide by 7, x is less than 2. Don't go through the process of graphing it because you have to go back to previous chapters to learn how to graph these types of problems, and it just becomes harder. Go ahead and just solve it. You don't have to solve it by graphing. Some of you are saying, oh, no, Mr. Altabelli tells us. Negative 3x is greater than or equal to 13, then divide by a negative 3. Just remember, when you divide by a negative 3, the inequality reverses, and that would be 4, negative 4, and 1/3. So x is less than or equal to a negative 4 and 1/3. All right, number 9. Same thing, add 5 to both sides. And I have 3y is less than or equal to 39. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. Y is less than or equal to 13. Done. And the last one, add 21. Add 21. I have 4y is greater than 22. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. Y is greater than 5 and 1/2 when you do your math. All right. And look at this. Page 318, you're going to do problems 12 through 36. Remember, on problems 24 through 29, don't graph, just solve. And also on problems 31 through 36, don't graph, just solve. Good